Hello and welcome to our yoga practice today. My name is Michelle, and this practice is going to allow ourselves to release stress and feel freedom through the body. So this practice today will start in a comfortable sitting position. And your comfortable sitting position can be either on your yoga mat, if your knees are quite high, or if you have really tight hips. I always recommend a pillow, folded blanket, or a block. So getting comfortable if you are sitting on a prop and on the floor, just make sure that you tip forward slightly and take your hands and roll inside your glutes to open and ground your sit bones into the earth. Wiggle around till you find this sweet space. And from here, we'll just begin by taking the hands to the knees and rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhaling in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let go of your day. With every exhale, at every inhale, draw positivity opening through your body. And then your exhales, just release that stale, stagnant energy. Okay, and then we'll reverse our shoulders, pull them forward and sink the heart back. Feeling different movements of the shoulders. Okay, and then we'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And let's take our hands to our heart center and find Namaskar Mudra. From here, take this time to set what your intention for your practice today. So what brought you to your mat today? What brought you to this video? Since it is all about finding release from stress, maybe it's that. So just connect to what brought you to your mat. Maybe it's even a goal or an intention, something that makes you feel good. Maybe dedication to someone you love or your pet. And once you set that intention, we'll take our inhale and draw the arms up. Palms meet at the top. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And again, we'll inhale and extending through the spine, feeling the prana flow from the tailbone all the way to the fingertips as we exhale. Feel your upon energy, the downward energy. That's a detoxing energy releasing. And inhale, draw light, draw positive energy in our exhale, grounding and letting go of stagnant energy and really allows us to detox that from the body. We'll do that one more time, inhaling, arms up. Maybe happy thought, smiling, exhaling back to your heart. And from here, we'll take the right fingers to the right side of your mat, fingertips tented, left arm will come up and over. And you're just reaching the left arm as far as you can to the right, grounding through your sit bones. And if this is hard on your shoulders at any time, with any of the raised arm poses, you can take the arm to your side or behind your back. Just breathing, looking to the side, down or up. That long stretch through that left side. Okay, and then we'll inhale and draw the arms up and doing the opposite side, left fingers down, right arm up and over. And noticing how this side feels. Always one side that's a little tighter. Just noticing where that is. That helps create the balance. Awareness is the key. Softening the breath through the ribs. Gently shrugging the shoulder down. Okay, and then we'll inhale, take the arms all the way up, and then on our exhale, engage your abdominals gently, firm them as we gently twist. Right hand behind you, fingertip, pressing, tented, and left hand, right knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale, twist to your side or over that right shoulder. Just creating that space in your twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Every exhale is twisting a little bit more. Inhale, we'll come up. The arms come center, exhale, twist, and we'll do opposite side, right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. And again, you're looking either to the side or over your left shoulder. Twists are so good to massage internal organs, helps to clear and cleanse, and also massaging the nervous system as we twist into the nerves of the spine. So calms. Inhale, we'll come back to center, lift and lengthen the spine, and then exhale. We'll take our hands down in front of us, and we'll move onto our knees. And if you need to put a blanket, anything to cushion your knees, please do so. We'll first take a child's pose, a wide-legged one. So your knees come to the edges of your mat. This child's pose will bring the big toes to touch, sit into the heels, or if you're not able to reach through the sit bones to your heel, you can put a pillow or a block or roll the blanket underneath. And we'll just extend our arms forehead to the mat, active child's pose, 5 breaths here. Maybe you want to reach your fingers a little further forward, extending through the arms, and the shoulders. Breathe into the back ribs, back of the heart. After a 5 breaths, we'll come to our tabletop position. And from our tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Engage your abdominals gently as you lift and open the heart to the sky. Exhale, rounding the spine, turning the tailbone in, emptying the lungs, belly. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Doing that opening through your body. Exhale, rounding. And one more time, inhaling, really feeling, opening through the whole sushumna, the whole energy to the spine, exhaling, release. So we'll inhale, come back to center. And from here, let's extend that right leg out as far as you can, all the way behind you with the toes to the floor. And then you'll walk the toes a little further back. See? And then from here, extending that right leg, ground evenly through the hands, and we'll circle the right ankle both directions. Now you always have options. If you'd like to tuck the toe and come into downward facing dog, to come into a 3-legged downward dog, you could do that as well. Okay, just start where you're at. Okay, once you circle the ankle, bend the right knee, and now rotate right hip on top of left, so hips facing the side as much as they can. Breathe, and we're getting that movement into our right hip flexor. So extending the breath into those areas, and then the opposite way. Okay, and then once you've moved into the ankle and the knee on the right side, left leg extends. You can just walk those toes back and lengthen. Once you're here, you'll circle the left ankle. And you're looking straight ahead or down. Okay, and then bend the left knee, and then doing the same left hip on top of right, circling the left knee. Directions a couple times. All right, now our ankles and our hips are feeling some movement and opening. Now we'll extend that right leg out again, left leg. So engage abdominals, bend the knees, and then bring the stomach to the thighs. So we're lengthening into our downward facing dog. So starting with the knees bent, we can really lift into the sit bones, get that tall spine to the sky, sit bones to the sky. And then we'll ground to the heels and just find a safe place for your feet. They can be hip width apart, they can be closer, further. Just explore what feels grounding for you. We always will give a cue, but listening to your body is most important. And sometimes cues that I say may not resonate with you. So listening to your inner teacher and do that feels grounding. As long as you feel grounded, it feels good. And again, if there's any issues in our down dog today, you can put your knees down. Okay, only do what feels best in your body. And that's what really allows our yoga practice to flourish, when we can listen and be compassionate with ourselves. Inhale, now we'll take that right leg in between the hands, and then we'll ground the left foot. We'll move into triangle pose. So if you do have a block, you could put it underneath your right shoulder next to the right foot, or the hand could be on the leg, abs engaged, and then we'll rotate the torso to the sky. So from here, left hand can stay on the hip or extending. You can always look down or up. So see if you can draw those shoulders down the back and then wrap them towards each other. So as if you're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades, and then you're creating that stability for your shoulders, activating into the rotator cuffs to protect the shoulder, and imagining you're trying to press those feet in towards each other and then extend them. Imagine pressing them out. So you're feeling the activation of the legs. Okay, breathing here, a couple more breaths. Make sure that you're smoothly breathing in and out. If it feels choppy, if it's hard to breathe, come up higher. I want to breathe in and out through the nose. This is what helps to warm the breath into the throat, into the lungs. And then we'll inhale and come into warrior two. So warrior two, you may need to adjust your back foot or extend your front foot forward to create that parallel line with the thigh as much as you can. Reaching through the fingers. And again, we want to feel like we're activating those feet by pressing them out, activating the quads, and then pressing them in without moving the legs to activate hamstrings. And I always like to remind students that you really want to activate the muscles around your knee, so that it doesn't matter where your knee is positioned, as long as those muscles are activated. So let's take the right hand inside the right knee and press the knee side of the knee into the hand. It will activate into the right side of the knee, and then the right hand outside the right knee, and then press the right knee into the hand. And so now you're activating the bottom, the top, and the sides of the muscles around the knee. Okay, so wherever your knee is, it'll be safe. Sometimes we always say 90 degrees, but it doesn't have to be as long as the muscles are activated. Reaching through the fingers. And if you want a little more challenge, yeah, you can go a little deeper in the pose. Again, just vary it to where you feel. And then you will reverse the right palm, left hand behind the leg. We'll take a reverse warrior here. Opening up to that right side. And keeping that right front knee bent to a safe place for you. Smiling into, I guess depending on when you're seeing this video, it's spring right now. It's sunshine, or you know, you can always imagine sunshine when you're doing yoga. It makes you happy. And then we'll inhale, come back into a warrior two, and then from warrior two, we'll take the right forearm, right knee. Left arm comes up and over, so this is an extended side ankle pose. So can we do Tita Parshvanasana? So from here, you can have that left arm up and over, or it can be behind the back, looking down or up. Imagine that back foot is glued. We're still activating those muscles around the leg, around the knee, and reaching. 5 breaths. The best thing that we can do when we're feeling stressed is breathing. This is what yoga is all about. It's focusing on the breath. Yoga poses come in time. Okay, and then we'll inhale and come all the way up. Turn, pivot, or step those toes in, and we'll come to our left side. So our left side, starting in triangle, arms extending, soften to the left knee. We'll move into our triangle from this position. Hands go down wherever you can breathe smoothly. Leg, side of the leg, shin or block underneath the shoulder, next to the left foot. Breathing. Noticing how you feel. Breathe into the tension that you're feeling. Soften into the areas that are feeling tight. Okay, and then we'll bend into that left knee, come into warrior two. Again, you need to adjust your back foot so the arch is in line with the front knee, front heel, sorry, then do so. Just want to make sure that your hips are facing as much as they can to the side, and that left knee is safe. So press the feet out, press them in, left hand inside the inner left knee, press knee into the hand, and then the opposite. So now you're feeling strong legs. You know they're activated because you activated them. Breathing here. Reaching those fingers, smiling. And then we'll take reverse warrior, right hand onto the side of the leg, left arm up and over. And I didn't mention the other side, but you can always bind it. That's in your practice. So advance when you flip the palm out and wrap it around the hip or thigh. Breathing. Okay, and then we'll inhale and come up, and then reach the upper body as far as you can forward, left arm, left knee, right arm up and over, coming into that extended side angle. Okay, and yeah, left hand has on the knee. You try not to dump the weight into that arm. Those that are a little more flexible, you can take the hand to the floor next to the foot, wherever is calling your practice today. Shrug those shoulders down, reaching through. A couple more deep breaths in and out. Okay, and then we'll inhale and come all the way up. Turn or step the left toes inwards, but right toes in, heels out. So we're pigeon toeing those feet, and you're widening the stance. So moving into our extended wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, we'll take your fingers behind your back, roll the shoulders, and we'll start with softening the knees to release tension in the hamstrings. And then on our exhale, lead with your heart and come down to wherever your body will go and stop. And you can straighten the legs a little more, put more weight into the heels. Just adjust yourself so your toes are in line with each other. Wherever you're at, you'll inhale halfway up, smile, exhale, and come deeper into your forward fold, one-legged forward fold. Okay, then you'll exhale, hand to your hip, and then bending the knees. Slowly come all the way back up, shoulders roll back, hands on your low back, shake out your heart to the sky, smiling. Okay, and then from here, let's walk, stepping our feet in. All right, we'll move into balancing poses here to find our center and grounding. So let's find tree, Vrikshasana. Ground the left foot, the 4 points, so under the big toe, baby toe, inside, outside heels. And then that right knee will come out to the side. So your right foot can stay on the floor next to the ankle, under the knee or above, or you can do half pose if that is in your practice, flexing that right foot. So finding your tree, hands can stay at your heart or above. And find your drishti, so your focus point. And as you are in this pose, just allow yourself to sway, to find that center. You may need to rock between the feet, but see if you can balance between those 4 points. And then your ribs, imagine them are drawing in a little and then drawing upwards. So we create a space between your ribs and create that space between the hip and the ribs. So more breaths here. Do any variation. You can do hand mudras, yoga mudras, thumb and index, thumb and pinky, and thumb. Whatever variation, whatever calls to you. You're the artist of your pose. Breathing here, smiling, connecting to yourself, connecting to your breath. Okay, and then we'll exhale and release. We'll now switch sides. Let's ground the right foot, left knee out to the side. So again, wherever you bring your foot, just make sure you're feeling balanced, and if your ankle, everything is okay. Okay, you don't always have to do the same position. If one ankle is weak, any injuries, you just make sure to listen to your body. Breathing here, nice and tall. Grounding the 4 points of your feet, really pressing down into the big toe, baby toe, inside, outside heel. So BK Iyengar, great master teacher of yoga, said that yoga is all about balancing every part of your body. So feel that in each pose. You're balancing into the 4 points of your foot. You're balancing between both legs, so not dumping all the weight into the standing foot. Hands have even pressure, shoulders relaxed. And then smiling. Even if you don't feel like smiling, just even putting a smile on your face, or my teacher likes to say smile on your stomach, it really does shift your mood. So Can't be in a bad mood when you're smiling. Really is hard to do. Okay, and release and shake it out. Okay, so we're going to move into a balance, alternate nostril breathing, and this is really good to balance the hemispheres of the brain, as well as calm the body, the nervous system. So usually it's done with curling your index and middle finger and using your thumb and ring and pinky, but this variation is a little advanced. It's just using the thumbs and with movement. So I'm just going to show you first before you begin. So what you'll want to do is get your feet hip width apart, grounding. You'll inhale in and exhale out, belly to spine. And then on your next inhale, you'll curl with your left hand, you'll take the left thumb to the left nostril, and then you'll inhale and breathe in through your right nostril, and you'll take your upper body back, keeping your hips forward as far as you can. Then you'll exhale all the way forward. And then you'll release your right thumb because the right nostril, and you'll inhale. So you're inhaling, always coming back. And then you'll exhale, come all the way forward still. And then you release. So that's how we will do it. So I'll guide you. So let's begin. Let's inhale, close your left nostril, inhale through your right. Breathe all into your right nostril, all the way back as far as you can. Then exhale forward through your right nostril. Now close your right nostril, inhale through your left. All the way back as far as you can, keeping hips forward. Exhale all the way back to the left nostril. And again, inhale right. Exhale right. Inhale, close right, inhale left. Exhale, coming back through left. And one more time on both sides. Inhale right. Notice if you go a little further back, helping with your range of motion. Close right, inhale left. And exhale back forward. And then we'll breathe in both nostrils, arms up. And take your left wrist with your right hand, and your arms go right, hips go left. Feel that stretch. And inhale, center. Exhale, take your opposite wrist, arms go left, hips go right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, soften the knees, come into a forward fold. Inhale, hands on shins, half lift. Your back is flat. And then on our exhale, let's take our hands down and walk our legs back into a down dog. So from down dog, let's extend the right leg all the way up to the sky, bend the right knee behind the right wrist, and then left leg is straight back behind you. Now you'll just tuck those toes and walk that back leg a little further, and coming into pigeon. So pigeon, you may need a pillow or a block to cushion under the right knee as it lifts. It may be hovering in space and you want to feel grounding. So I always say to put one underneath if you have. And yeah, make sure that you're not leaning to one side or the other. You're finding that center. Just like we're reminding yourselves of BK side. You're finding that center and then coming down. So your heel is starting at the inner right thigh. Or you can walk your shin out more parallel to get a little deeper stretch into your piriformis muscle and your glute muscle. So the piriformis is deep within the glute muscle where it houses the sciatic nerve. So really good pose to get into. If this is hard on your knee, then I'll give you an alternate way to do this. But if you're in this position, you come to forearms or stacked with this. Okay. Or you're going to come into the other variation. This is a modification for those that have knee issues. So if you're on your back, right ankle on top of left knee, interlace your hands behind your thigh or your shin. Okay, so you're still getting that same stretch. You're just not putting pressure on the knee. Okay, so you're staying in this variation as a modification. So listening to your body, you're going to breathe here for another 5 breaths. Okay, and then we'll come up. When you're ready, hands come to the floor, walk up. Now, if you're on your back, you will just release your knee, hug the knees in and circle them. And if you're in my variation, tuck your back toes, lift the back leg up, and then lift the hips, and then pedal out the legs. And we'll do the opposite side. So left leg up, and then your left knee comes behind that left wrist. Then adjust your heel so the closer it is into your inner left thigh, the easier it is on your knee joint. Or you can walk the shin out a little more parallel to the front of your mat. Again, listening to your body and where you're at. Put a cushion underneath. Bring your back leg, walk out a little bit more to get the length and balance. Okay, so if you're on your back in the figure four, you're just doing the opposite ankle on top of the knee, interlacing the hands and your behind the leg. So breathe here. 5 breaths in and out. Inhale, we'll come up, hands are on the mat, tuck the back toes, and lift the sit bones out and pedal out the legs. Okay, and then from here, let's walk our feet in, coming to sitting. And we'll come to our sitting pose that we started with. This time, though, we're taking, you want to put a pillow again underneath if you use one, and take your hands, roll up the glutes. Take the soles of the feet together, moving into butterfly pose. So first we'll take our hands to our feet and just pedal up, tap the knees, flapping our little wings. Just connecting to nature. Okay, so again, it's just really allowing to open up into your hips, releasing tension. Okay, so from here, on our next inhale, we're lifting up through the heart, and then exhale, you can chuck the chin, or you can hinge from your hips and go down deeper. Again, listen to your body wherever you're at. Some of us may have our knees a little bit higher, so you use the forearms, you can press a little bit down gently if you would like to get a little more of a spread in traction in your hips. Okay, we're breathing here. And then we'll inhale and then come all the way back up, rolling the shoulders back. And from here, we'll take your left foot into your inner right thigh and extend the right leg all the way out to the side. So we're just coming to now a half butterfly. Your right arm could be on top of the leg. If you have a block, if you want to put it inside the leg on top of it, you can, or on the floor. Abs engage, and you do that so you can do it gently, twist safely. Hand can be behind your back or up and over. And listening to your body, flexing through the right toes, and then using your elbow inside the leg or on top of the block or in the leg, you'll just look up. Really good stretch through your side body. Inhale, and we'll come all the way up. And from here, we'll take that left hand down to the mat, and then we'll take that right arm forward in front of us, and then you'll lift up through the hips, that right foot ground, and we're just into extended, modified to side plank here. So just feeling in here, or you can even lean back a little further, breathing here for 5 breaths. And then we'll exhale and lower. And we'll do this on our left side. So right foot, inner left thigh, engaging through your abdominals, and then taking your hand wherever you feel okay with. And your right arm's up and over behind your back, flexing through those left toes. And try to lift the chest to the sky. It tries to turn inward, so use your elbow. Open it up a little more. And then we'll inhale and come all the way up. And now from here, we'll just take our left foot and right foot in. We'll now extend the legs. So we're coming to forward, sitting forward for Paschimottanasana. While we're in yin, it's called the caterpillar. So we're moving from a butterfly to a caterpillar, going backwards. Inhale. And you can have a slight bend in the knees if your hamstrings are quite tight. And then you'll inhale and lift and lengthen through the chest and arms, and then come down. Then you can straighten the legs. You can look straight ahead or back. You can explore rounding, but see if you can draw the heart forward, and then you'll feel a little bit more of a pull into the back line of the legs. Breathing here 5 breaths. So hands on shins, ankles, or you could peace fingers on the toes. You keep the toes flexed. And you release. And here, all release and come down onto your back, letting go of any props you may have had behind you. Take the arms down, see if you can engage your core and slowly come down. It's a nice little test of the core. And once you're on your back, bring the heels in towards so you can touch the backs of the heels. Lift your hips. Gently draw to your left, tuck the right shoulder underneath you, come to the right, touch the left shoulder, interlace your fingers, and we're into our bridge pose. So this is hard on your shoulders, you can have palms to the floor, wrists, and breathe, squeezing imaginary block between your thighs. So breathing here. You can press into your heels, relax your glutes a bit, and lift up a little higher. Straight ahead. And exhale, release your shoulders, release and come back onto the back. Moving into a twist. Again, twists are really good to calm ourselves. So feet to the floor. We're going to lift the hips up. Hips go all the way to the left, and then knees fall to the right. So your arms extend out. So you have options. You could stay with the knees like they are, stacked. If you want a deeper twist, you can take the right ankle on top of the left side of the knee, or you can cross the top leg over. So explore, which gives you a good twist, but make sure that left shoulder is grounding. Okay, 6th floor. Okay, up or to your left, up, or, away from the knee. And we'll release and we'll switch sides. So take the feet to the floor, hips lift up and to the right. And yeah, find your variation. So your right leg can be on top, let it cross, or keep them stacked. Or you can even take the bottom leg and the ankles on top of the right knee, outside the knee. Okay, then we'll gently release. Take your feet to the floor, lift the hips, center your spine. And then we'll hug them in. Nice little squeeze, circling the knees. Relaxing into the low back, massaging into the low back. I think we'll take a happy baby from here. So hands, and bend your knees, take the hands outside the shins.
the side of the feet, for the arches of the feet, around the low back. You're going to breathe into the nose, out to the mouth. When I do lion's breath, you can squeeze the face and open the face wide, chunk the chin and roar it out. So just have fun with your happy baby right now. All right. And after you've moved out your happy baby, move into Shavasana. So arms and legs come out to the sides. Tuck the shoulders underneath you. This is where you can, get a bolster. If you have a bolster, you put it underneath your knees. Whatever makes you comfortable. And we're breathing here. Relax between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. Arms and legs are heavy. Fingers and toes heavy. And just gently start to wiggle with fingers and toes, start to feel this new body, this new self. That's how you felt from the beginning of this practice till now. When you're ready, you'll just gently reach your arms above your head. Give yourself a long stretch and yawn or sigh, putting on any stress in the body. Now bend the knees and roll to our right side. Just take a moment here, resting your head on your bottom arm as a pillow. This is our fetal pose, connecting us back to coming into a new self, a new person. Always start over again. Okay, and when you're ready, you'll slowly make your way up. Use your top hand and to press in, helping hands to guide you up. Come to sitting. And again, if you were using a pillow or prop, put it underneath you again. Come to that comfortable sitting we started with. And just take your time coming up. Eyes could be soft or closed. You can just listen to my voice. And sitting tall, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. I'm going to end with one last breathing technique, and this one is the box breathing. So box breathing, again, another a breath technique you use anytime during the day when you're feeling stressed. You're going to take the tongue to the back of the mouth, to the roof of the mouth, and this will help to open up the channel of energy through the body. And you'll inhale in through the nose for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath and tuck the chin into the chest. And then we'll exhale out through the mouth for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now that we know that, we'll do it again. We'll do this a few times now. Inhale in through the nose, tongue to the roof of the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for a second, chin to chest. And then exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale in through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chin to chest, hold. Exhale out through the mouth for 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold to the chest. Exhale, 6, coming up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale into the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, chin to chest, hold, exhale, come up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, chin to chest, hold, exhale, come up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your breath, natural. In and out through the nose. Noticing how you're feeling. A little more settled, bringing your hands back to your heart, shoulders going back and down. Thanking yourself for coming to your practice today. Finding your center. And with gratitude for yourself that you've come, we'll rub the palms together, create heat. This is your healing energy. It's called the prana, your prana, and we'll come on to closed eyes, face for your heart, breathing into warmth of love, health, great health, peace, unconditional love for yourself, and then share that with everyone around you. Bring your palms back to your heart center and enlighten me. I see, enlighten you, and we connect. We are one. Namaste. Namaste.